Major League Baseball has merged Negro League statistics into its record books. The decision puts players like Josh Gibson on the top of leaderboards where Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, and Barry Bonds were the kings. It also means a Minnesota woman is a special kind of pioneer. Our Corin Hoggard is live in St. Paul. And Corin, this is a historical moment for black women, right?
And you can see it right here at the sign for the field that's named for Toni Stone. It says she was the first woman to play professional baseball. She is also now potentially the first woman to go on the stat sheets of Major League Baseball. Quicker than a satchel-paged fastball, Josh Gibson passed Babe Ruth on the big league leaderboards Wednesday.
There are some people that they're not going to relinquish that, and they're not going to acknowledge that Josh Gibson might have been just as powerful and just as good.
Whether Gibson was the black Babe Ruth or Ruth was the white Josh Gibson is a question created by on-the-field segregation.
So here's the stadium.
But as baseball historian Frank White strolls through the City of Baseball Museum at St. Paul CHS Field, he sees athletes who dominated their competition, whatever competition they were allowed.
So this is the St. Paul Gophers, sometimes referred to as the St. Paul Colored Gophers.
Black teams often barnstormed across the country for cash. And alongside the men wearing Twin Cities uniforms was St. Paul native Toni Stone, who debuted for the Twin City Colored Giants as a 16-year-old girl.
Wanted to play baseball. That's all she really wanted to do.
She worked her way up to the Negro Leagues and took over at second base for the Indianapolis Clowns when Hank Aaron signed a Major League deal.
It boggles the mind to think about Toni Stone running out to second base at Yankee Stadium.
Stone was the first woman in the league, but she held her own in a men's game, overcoming racial and gender barriers on the road. Biographer Martha Ackman says Stone paved her own path, but ultimately anyone can recognize the box score of her life.
It's a love story about finding work that you love to do that defines you. And Toni wanted to play baseball more than any other thing in her life.
And there is some hope that this change in the record books will make black youth love the game again. Right now, black men make up about 6% of all Major League players. That's down from about 18% at the peak in the 1970s and 80s. Live in St. Paul, Corin Hoggard, Fox 9.